Hello guys, for last 30 years I've been working on a project. I wanted to work on a very small project, but then it keeps bigger and bigger and bigger. So I have completed my project and now I'm very excited and very happy. At least I have started presenting my project. It is a lot to offer to you, but actually I would just give you an intro today. And what exactly my project was about, it was to bring a balance in the philosophy, systems, each and everything of the entire world. Yeah, this screen you could see here, very simple and clear things are written. But I have created more than 6 books only on this. Each book has around about 200 to 300 pages. So actually on this screen, whatever you see here, I would explain it to you. But whatever is the problem in the world and how complex and complicated is the problem, it doesn't matter. But actually we will tell you here in this presentation that what exactly the problem is, what is the solution, and how the entire humanity of the world could live in peace and work together, and how they could we could bring great things to each and every sector of the world, like if that is education or countries or politics or judiciary or earning or learning or schools, whatever is the question there. So basically we have started working on some very root and fundamental or foundation things, concepts and ideas which are not normally being discussed in universities, schools or colleges or madrasas or by religious groups. Actually, it was very complicated for me because for last 30 years I have been working on this project. But let's go ahead and see what is the first thing that I wanted you to understand. That is the question. Yeah, this is, in today's world, I don't know why people don't ask the right question. They do ask the right questions, but actually they are incomplete, or I don't know. But asking the right question is more important than the right answer. This is very important, especially in today's world. So here you could see I have created a model where you could see nature, nurture, influence, beliefs, consequences, types and kinds. So, and you also see the subtitles associated with nature. For example, there is a question of where and when. With nurture, there is a question of what and how, and with the influence, there is a question of who and how, and with belief system, there is a question of why, and then there are other things. For example, the consequences question might be the effects, impact, and results of something. So what are those? And then types and kinds of question. Well, for now, maybe it seems like a bit, nonsense. I'm sorry for saying this word, but actually it will help you in a great way how to ask actually the question. And more important than this, after the question, I would say, that is whatever is the problem, right? So what actually people do, they do a research. Search and research. There are two things. When you do a search, it is in the present and you reflex, right? Like whatever action you see, whatever is happening, you directly reflex to this thing. Like for example, if you see yourself in the mirror, right? So in the present, you reflex to your own, face. So the same is to the actions. You reflex in your own way and using your own perceptions. But if you want to go deep down, then you might do a research. The word research is basically the most dominant word there in universities, and most people, you might have heard them doing researches. So actually research is a very tiny word. It doesn't answer all the questions for the problems and solutions of this world. So only research won't work. Search and research, both of them together would work. There are more other parts of that as well. So research is actually you reflect, you see the available data in the form of books, or maybe available on the internet, or you might have to focus on the stories and what happened in the past, and then accordingly you might reflect to something, whatever is happening in the present, whatever is the problem or whatever solution you might want to present. So these two are the key points: search to reflect and research to reflect. Now, what is the second part? If the people are not searching or researching, they are directly doing their actions. Like, why? Because there are two things. One is the needs, the other one is the interest, and the last one is situations. So according to the needs or interest or situations, people do actions, whatever action is required. So they are kind of, just go with the flow people, I think, and they just do the actions regardless of what they see and what the research might be needed. They only do the actions according to the needs, interest, and situation. It is also good, you could do it, but there are some other areas which also need to be focused on. This one is insight and exploration. These two are the points. Like, if you get the insight of something in the present, you actually predict the future. So there are people who are mainly focusing on getting the insight or the purpose of whatever is happening right now, and then accordingly they could predict the future. And then there are the last types of people, whatever is the current problem, what they think like whatever you search or research or whatever actions you do, maybe based on your needs, interest, or situations, and whatever you predict, these types of people can actually project the future. I mean, like, they could divert the current situation into boundless possibilities. So actually in this world, we do need all sort of people, but actually when there are very complex situation, very complex problem, then these people with great intuitive senses, and they could actually project, they could divert the predicted future. They could also divert the present situation, and they could actually rewrite the entire world with fresh mind. So these are some things. But now, if you see currently, this is the current situation of the people in the world. Everyone seems to be in the winner's race. Like, they don't take care of the questions or the problems or whatever. They only want to be in the winner's race. Like, whatever is the area or the field. For example, in education, you would see people just want to get the first position or second or third, but then we haven't seen any first, second, or third position holder doing anything great for the country. I haven't seen any such person. I'm not against other positions. Actually, I wanted to say that and they've got the positions, what are their contribution for the country, for the society? Like, they were just in the news at that time when they were getting the positions, but then we can't see them anymore. So then we see the earning. People are earning too much, and they're just in a race. There are many other races like politics, education, also judiciary, establishment, everywhere. So now let's go back. This is the entire model about asking the questions and how we could tackle our problems and how could we present or offer the solutions. So keeping in mind this model, I did this research. I would call it research. Actually, it's not a research. It is SRIDND. S, search, R, research, I, insight, D, discoveries or inventions, and then development. It is not research and development or R&D. It is SRIDND. So actually, it's a new term for you. You might not have heard it before, but actually we need to develop our world, to evolve our world based on this SRID&D concept, not only based on the research and development concept. So now you see this frame again, and here you see this black line. Inside this black line there is everything pure, and whatever you see is, I told you earlier, I have written like 5-6 books. Some of these books are in the process, but some of them are completed. Here, what is this research all about? Here you could see this part encircled, or there is the black boundaries, right? Inside this, if we are living here, if we are acting here, we human beings across the globe, regardless of our diversities and religious differences or ethnicity differences, whatever is the difference, our experiences or knowledge or education, whatever is out there, whatever is the difference, we could live together. But here you could see, as you cross the boundary, here the art is written, right? And as you cross this boundary, and on this side you could see here, as you cross this one boundary, then what you do, actually you become the artist or politicians of this world without these main areas, and you then come down here and here and you reach here, and the same from this side, you come down and here and here. And this is actually our current, this one, you see it? I will show you each and everything in more details, but this is our current world, and that is the reason it is not evolving based on the science, the original science or nature. The current culture is not based on the originality. It has like a lot bad elements into it, and that is the reason whatever is the sector, like education or judiciary or establishment or government or societies, families, wherever you see, like you'd see problems, it is because of this. So I will explain it to you, this one as well, but here I wanted to show you something interesting, and this thing is on this side. You see here, you see some words, for example, right one number, and here you see wrong. So if I ask you the question right and wrong, which one word is wrong, definitely you would say this one is wrong, right? So does it mean like the word wrong mean bad? Bad is here. The other question, for example, if I ask you the question number 5, white, and here the question number 5 is black, then which one is wrong or which one is bad? If I ask you the other question number 6, which is beautiful, and here the question number 6 is ugly, so what do you think? Which one is bad? Okay, so the 8th number question, friend, and here the 8th number question is enemy. So for sure you would say like enemy is bad. No, you would see in this research that even enemy is not bad. Okay, so let me give you another example. Male, 9 number, and here 9 number is female. Now they are in the contrast, right? Opposing. So which one is bad? Okay, the last one, the 10 number, here it is positive and here it is negative. Now which one is wrong? Now definitely you would say like we shouldn't be thinking in a negative way. There is no negative or positive thinking actually. So in this these both are actually making a system, the negative and positive. Look at the battery, right? So when you connect the positive and negative in a good way from here and from here, so you're making a system and then you get the light. Yeah, the same is for each and everything here, and these are just limited adjectives. I would show you a lot of other adjectives where people are just fighting because of this. And just because of these adjectives, actually they have created a world here, as I have shown you here. Yeah, this one. And on this side, if I show you this part, this one, it is written art, and here it is written house, family, and home. On the other side, house is same, but the central point here, it was family, but here it is home. So home is connected with house, house is connected with money, assets, but here the family is important, and here home or the world. Okay, I would say here the world is important, and here family or humans are important. So actually mostly people have left this part and they are now engaged in this part. They have connected this part in the other part. Okay, so here now it is clear. These human beings have connected this part and this part together and created a new world. So in the next video, I would tell you more about this project. It has a lot to offer. Please keep watching. Thank you very much for watching Explained. This is Dilawar Khan. Allah Hafiz.